Well, thank you. Firstly, it was very overwhelming. It was also extremely humbling to be on the stage with one Padma Bhushan, two Padma Shris. So that is, I don't think it's going to happen in my life too often. And but most importantly, I just want to express my heartfelt thanks to the institute and all the people in the institute who've made my life's journey worth it so far. I started at Hall 3, room 321. I took my wife there for the first time to show her that room. And then after the first 3 years in Hall 3, I moved to Hall 1. So the memories, obviously very, very sweet memories. My roommate, for example, Manoj Govil, he could solve very complicated n by m matrices on his head. And when I asked how on earth did he do it, he was JE3, as we called him 003 because of James Bond, better than James Bond. And he could solve it, and he said, no, when I was in class 6, I used to kind of tear open radio and transistors and then fix them all together. So these things come naturally and intuitively to me, to him. So those were kind of like, I think these are what the definition of geniuses are. And I was extremely fortunate to be, in touch with them. There are a few more of these. The other memories are with wingmates and my friends, Swagato Basu Malik being one of them. We did a lot of crazy things, crazy nerdy things, like sitting on top of the water tank to study. In the winters, sit in the circular fountain. The design of the fountain in front of the library was not what it was in the 80s. So the fountain was then shut down during the winter because the air conditioning was not required. So we used to sit in the middle and study. We cycled down to Bitur to take a dip in the Ganges. We've, as a wing, gone for an entire trip to Khajuraho. All 20 of us went. You can imagine 20 boys going to Khajuraho at the age of 18 or 19. Nothing good can come out of it. So, some really good memories of people. I'm just too small in the global ecosystem to give a message to IIT Kanpur because it has kind of beaten all odds from a small little dream in the 1950s to come to where it is. My wife and I were taking a walk down these roads earlier in the morning, and we were discussing what a small little vision of somebody up there has caused a massive ripple, a beneficial ripple. There was a time when obviously, around the time when we were, starting to graduate and maybe 10 or 15 years before that people around the world didn't really understand what that meant. The IIT brand and IIT Kanpur brand meant, especially in the financial services sector. Of course, in technology, it was already starting to get felt in the 80s. Of course, now it's a ubiquitous name. It's a great hunting ground for global multinationals to come and hire talent. I think the messaging is keep doing whatever it's doing. It's doing an extremely good job.